Hi, and welcome to Module 3. This week, we're going to be going over measures of central tendency, and I wanted to kind of quickly go over the terms and the differences that you're going to be learning this week. So go ahead and look over your learning objectives and, of course, review your Chapter 3 in your course textbook. And then the videos that I wanted to cover with you are kind of the main ideas that you're going to be covering in your mind tap. So this first video is going to explain the difference between the mean, the median, and the mode. So I'm sure you guys are probably familiar with these terms. If maybe you forgot them, it's a good refresher. The mean is just the average. So if you're given a data set of numbers, you're going to be finding the average, which is really taking all of the numbers, and then you're going to add them all up and divide by the amount of numbers there are. Okay, so you again add all the values, and if there's 5 numbers, you divide by 5. It'll show you a little bit more. The median is really just the middle number, right? So you're trying to find the number that kind of falls in between all of the numbers in the middle. And then the mode is going to be the frequency of the numbers, right? So you look at how many, ones or how many tens or however number values there are in there. All right. And then after you kind of get that concept under your belt, we're kind of going to ask, why do we need the median, right? If we already have the mean, the average, why do we need to know the median in terms of like the middle number? And I think this does a really nice job of explaining exactly why. She gives an example as to why the mean isn't always the best way to go about selecting something, okay, for a group of numbers or especially if they represent people. So go ahead and watch these 2 videos. It'll help explain. And then for your assignments this week, you're just going to do your mind tap, which is, of course, just go into, your Cengage and complete all of your mind tap work, and then your discussion. So, of course, go ahead and complete your, response by Thursday, and then go ahead and post by Sunday. This week, I am going to ask you to use an APA citation and a reference. So remember to go back and review APA if you kind of need a refresher on that. You need at least 200 words, and you'll need a reference and a citation. So the citation goes in your body of your response that matches your reference. All right. And then that usually includes the author's last name or author's last names and the year. All right. So if you directly quote from a source, you need a page number in there. If you don't, you paraphrase information. You just need the names, the last names, and the year. All right, so for this discussion, we're understanding the difference between the mean, median, and the mode. And again, I want you guys just to kind of get a good understanding of what that is. So I want you to look at these scores, okay? And I want you to kind of look at this example and then come up with an example on your own, all right? So this is an example of some scores, and this is from a test. All right, so let's say last week you had a test, and these were the different scores that we got. So we want to know the mean. So we're going to add all of these scores up, and we're going to divide by the number of tests that were taken. So there's 15 different scores. So you would add them up, you'd get 1160 divided by 15, and that'd be 77.3. All right, so that's going to be your mean. Now your median, again, is going to be the number in the middle, right? So you'd have to line up the scores from ascending to descending or descending to ascending, however you want to do it, and then put whatever the number is in the middle. That would be your median. And then your mode is the number that you're going to see as most frequent, okay? So you're going to see kind of what number comes the most. So again, this one is 72 comes twice. So that's going to be the mode, the number that is coming most frequent. All right. So for this discussion, I want you to explain the differences between the mean, the median, the mode. That's where you're going to find examples in APA. Go ahead and put that there. And then just like this, you're going to provide your own example of when and why you would calculate these 3 different measures. And then explain how your example would be beneficial for understanding the differences between the 3 and what your data could be for using such numbers. All right. So again, if you're trying to calculate the mean, the median, the mode on stats tests, then come up with another example and then why that would be helpful. All right. hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit more practice. Obviously, your mind tap will give you more practice as well. Good luck. I can't wait to see your guys' examples, and I will see you in Module 4.